Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Politically Correct Ghana Lesson 75. And today's title is Russia-Ukraine Crisis, a Resource War. Where does Ghana stand? The name is H. Kwame Afaglo. Today is 24th of February 2022, and I wouldn't want to go into the history or antecedents of the Russia-Ukraine crisis. Most importantly, is we need to know this conflict is a resource one. It's a resource conflict where two of the regions in Ukraine have opted to be separated from Ukraine and has been recognized by Russia. All right. So then, where does Ghana stand? It is simmering up. The war is just building up between Russia, with the West standing up against Russia, NATO and the West standing up against Russia, with US ready, almost ready, combat ready to fight Russia. Russia has sent its troops into Ukraine. And so this is an international crisis. We cannot sit aloof. There is no aloofness in this. So Ghana, where do you stand? Because it's a resource war, we have to be mindful. There are three issues here. One is the fuel prices that would hit Ghana, the impact, the fuel prices impact, foreign policy of Ghana, and of course, the trading relationship, the balance of trade concept of Ghana. So we look at this snappily. So if you have any questions at the end of this video, you see our contact, you can send it over, or any comment, please do send it over. And I will use this opportunity to thank Honorable Beric Mumbo. Honorable Mumbo, or Mr. Mumbo, the former MP for Bunkuku Yoyo, drew my attention to this crisis some weeks ago, but I just shrugged him off. I'm so sorry I did shrug you off, Mr. Mumbo. You have a point, and this is it. This crisis, where does Ghana stand? It's a resource crisis, so where does Ghana stand? One is the fuel prices. Russia contributes a lot to world fuel or petroleum production and consumption in the world. So anytime they are going to war, there is the tendency that the fuel price will go up. It will surge up. So Ghana has to be mindful. We would have to ensure that we have enough fuel. One is for Ghana to quickly ask Bulk Oil Storage and Transportation Company, to quickly store oil in all its 5 tankers in Accra Plain, that's Gulf City in Tema, Mami Water, Akosombo, is it Bukwe, I think something like that, then Bolgatanga, all in Ghana. You will have to, apart from Bolgatanga, where this year, it's just January that they started storing oil in. Since 2017, no fuel has gone into those massive storage tankers, which is not good. I don't know how they have managed it. And all we know is that this February they sold oil for petrol and diesel to Mali and Burkina Faso, or Burkina Faso in particular, and not storing enough. They need to fill all those tanks, because if they fill all those tanks, it can keep the country running on a stable fuel price for 6 weeks to 12 weeks. All right. In that sense, that is one. Two, we would have to hedge. We have to buy ahead before the crisis begins. The crisis has begun rather before the crisis deepens into a war. Ghana has to buy fuel ahead. That is hedging. Contact Libya and buy fuel ahead at yesterday's price or today's price, or reduce price on African arrangement, African arrangement, African state arrangement. Talk about Nigeria and Angola. Enter such relationship with them so that you can buy fuel at a reduced price against the next 3 months. Then, of course, the third one, which is a long-term plan, is long overdue to fix or retrofit Tema Oil Refinery, where we can refine our own oil. Retrofit it. It's long overdue. Ghana, what's wrong with you? Okay, that's just one aspect of it. Then the second bit, because there's no time, the second bit is got to do with foreign policy. What is Ghana's foreign policy? Ghana's foreign policy is either you follow the leader, the global leader, or you don't know what you're doing. Ghana doesn't seem to have a foreign policy. We've written so many nice things, but we don't seem to know what we're doing. We don't have a foreign policy. We're either following the global leader, and we are now confused. Is the global leader US or the global leader China? Don't forget, once Russia has gone in, it's a 3-star issue. China, Russia, and North Korea are 3. They go in once. So what Russia is doing is supported by China and will be supported by North Korea. Where do we stand? Because they are now the global leaders. And then before, the previous global leader was United States of America. Where does Ghana stand? We are confused when it comes to foreign policy. You have to be defined so you know what you're doing. Other than that, you lose. Okay, the third bit is import and export. That's trading. The balance of trade, meaning that the items we sell to Russia and what we buy from them, we are always at a deficit. We buy more from Russia than they buy from us. We sell cocoa to them. Then we buy machinery and so many other things, aluminium and its varieties rather. So many other things, seed oil and many more from Russia than we think. And that is where we run out a deficit. Same with China, we run out a trade deficit. Same with North Korea, we run out a trade deficit. We need to sit up and fix these three issues. Because if we do not, when the Russia-Ukraine crisis becomes a full-blown war, Ghana will be at a mess. Now there's sanctions on Russia from the West, and one of the sanctions is against the banking sector. And one bank that benefits so much from Russia is Societe Generale. And in Ghana, we have Societe Generale. So it means we'll have a blowback on Ghana, and that blowback would affect customers and the growth of Ghana. Ghana's economy is likely to even shake even further. Already it is fragile. So we need to be mindful of this Russia-Ukraine crisis. The name again is H. Kwame Afaglo. Thank you.